Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Dorchester Dolphins Hockey and the Dolphins Radio Network. Jamie Maudsley along with Jordan Maudsley. We're about 5 minutes into this exhibition game. The Kincardine Bulldogs in town to face the Dolphins. Little technical problems with YouTube, but we're up and running. Jordan, you all set for another season of Dolphin hockey?
Yeah, and while we were away, number 9, new addition to the roster, Luke Jackson, scored the first goal for the Dolphins this game. And 4 minutes later, gets the boot after head contact.
So Luke Jackson, pickup from Junior B up in Stratford. So far has 2/3 of the Gordie Howell hat trick. St. Mary's, check that. Luke Jackson played a couple years up in St. Mary's, now joins the Dolphins.
And over there in the Kincardine Bulldogs, their penalty box, it's a bit tight. They got 2 guys that must have 10s from other games, because I didn't see them go in there this game. And they got another player, Matt Baker, just got sent to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. Number 14 for the Bulldogs. Behind the net, it's the Blue. Blue gonna work it out of his own end. He'll pass it back behind the net. Back to Blue. Blue throws it up.
Oh, rink-wide pass for Galuli got knocked away. Dolphins look like they were going to have a chance there now. 1:22 left in the man advantage. Now Kincardine will clear it into their own bench. That was Jordan Bell trying to dump it out. Ended up right in the Kincardine bench. .14 left to play. Period number 1, exhibition game here on a beautiful Monday afternoon. Kincardine Bulldogs in town to play the Dolphins, and Chad Berlotta had a chance. Puck rolled off his stick, now dumped in behind the Bulldogs net. It's Mike Smales. He's bumped on the play. Berlotta digging. Puck near corner now. Lawton goes in there and takes a run. Puck chipped out the length of the ice. Kincardine's killed off half this power play.
Morgan Reed gonna give it to the defense. They're gonna pass it up and all the way down the ice. No icing on the play.
Lawton on the forecheck. Here's a chance. Oh, and he fanned on it. He had a wide open cage. The goalie misplayed it. Left the puck there for Lawton.
Here comes Spencer Beer. He's gonna pass it up. Lawton. It's going to be thrown back up to Chad Berlotta.
Berlotta tried to dump it on neck. Lucas Masterini on the tip, just tipped it wide. Crokes dumps it in the corner. Masterini behind the net. Now play back to Fuller at the point. He shoots wide. Masterini had a chance to tip it. No, Masterini takes a stick up around the shoulders. And looks like the net came off. That'll be cause for this whistle. With 11:49 left to play in the first, Dolphins 1, Kincardine Bulldogs no score. Third exhibition game of the season for the Dolphins this year. They were in action last Sunday, where they won 5-2 over Mitchell. Then they lost 5-1 to Woodstock on Thursday here in Dorchester. We'll be back in action Saturday and Sunday next week. One with Grimsby, one with Mitchell, but right now it's Kincardine. There's a shot tipped wide. Kincardine Bulldogs trying to play it out. Now they'll get it out. On the far side, tried to go through the skates.
Michael Blue passes it up to the forward. It'll get over to the 17 of Cale Dewberry and back into the Bulldogs' end. Dumped in by Michael Blue. And the Bulldogs pick up possession behind their own net.
Now here come the Bulldogs. Far side, it's Burneth. He dumps it in behind the net. Riley Cook now loses it in the corner. Back comes Dewberry. He dumps it in. Dump and chase now. Berlotta, first man on the puck. He'll get possession. Dewberry in there for support. Probst to Tyler Blue. Tyler Blue, errant pass, ends up on a Bulldog stick, and back come the Bulldogs the other way. There's a long shot turned aside. Mike Linder in net for the Dolphins. Craig Wood, last year's goalie, not back for the Dolphins this year. Lost a number of players from that Southern Ontario Junior C Hockey Championship team. But a bunch of good skaters back. Of course, Jordan Fuller, a pillar on defense, as well as Tyler Blue. Mikey Blue back full-time this year, now that he's moved on from midget. McCauley, who was big in that series against Essex last year, he'll be returning to the team this season, as well as Ben Lott and Chad Burlott. Kincardine with a chance out front, rolled off the stick of Kyler Jones.
Here comes Kincardine working behind the Dolphins' net.
They're going to dig it out. It's going to be Jordan Van Hasselmeech. Back to the point. Penalty coming up against the Dolphins. Cross check. Going to be Jordan Fuller going to the box.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can capitalize on this great opportunity. 5-on-4. They're still down by 1. D to D. Dumped in on net.
27 seconds. Next quarter for contact at 10:27.
Mike Tuffin will dump it out, D to D for the Bulldogs. They'll fire it back in. Comes right around to the near boards. Tuffin digging again. Mikey Blue will take it out. Here come the Bulldogs out of their own end. It'll be dumped in. Tommy Prokes will fire it back out. A minute 5 left in this penalty kill. Bulldogs regroup and take it out of their own end. Big hit by Lucas Mascheroni. And he'll chase a Bulldog out of their own end. Ben Lawton crushed him. And the Dolphins will fire back into Bulldog territory.
So the Bulldogs now bring it out. 8 minutes left to play here in period number 1. Far side, dumped in. Goes all the way around to Dalton Hankto. Hanks. Now back to the point. Matthew Ma. Ma feeds it in close and a shot by Garrett Sadasek. And now Tyler Blue mixing it up with the side of the net.
No blood, no foul, and no penalties on that. 8 seconds left in Fuller's penalty. And the face-off will be to the right of the Dolphins' net. Shot dumped on net by the Bulldogs.
Another loose puck. Bulldogs out shooting the Dolphins right now. There's a shot from just above the face-off circle. Shot bang on by the defenseman, but handled easily by Linder.
And it's back to 5-on-5 hockey here in Dorchester.
Face off to the left of Linder. Kept in by the Bulldogs. There's a chance at the side of the net. Puck still going out, bounces out front. Back to the point, long pass, tipped by a defenseman in front. I think it was Mikey Blue tipped it. Now Dewberry can't get it out, kept in. Now Blue back behind his own net.
Blue's going to take it around. He'll dump it up to the forwards. Forwards, dump it across the red line. Here comes Prokes. And the Bulldogs bring it back out. One man in all by himself. That was Ben Watson. And he's going to lose the puck behind the net. Now Dewberry going to take it out along the near boards.
Here comes Dewberry through center ice. Loses the puck, bounces off his stick. Him and Carter Strachan will battle in the corner. Now behind the net. Intercepted. Chad Berlant got a chance in front. Backhand scores! 2-0 Dolphins. Chad Berlant picked off the loose puck at the top of the circle. Nifty little move and a backhand. That beat the Kincardine goalie. Luke Althouse. So 2-0 Dolphins here, exhibition game. Period 1, 6:30 left to play. Face off to center ice. 6:31 left to play.
Liam Kaluli will win it back into their own end. It'll get shot up by Berlant. And back behind their own net. O'Shaughnessy passed it up. It comes up. Berlant tipped it in. Berlant gets 2 hits in about 5 seconds. Here come the Bulldogs working out of their own end.
There's a chance in front for the Bulldogs. It was Jordan Bell who got a good whack at it on the backhand. But Lindner, stout again. And Chad Berlot's going to take one after getting whacked in the ankles. He turned around and delivered a cross check.
Matthew Ma has the puck. They're going to break it out of their own end.
And whistle blown dead. Berlot's going to the box. Looks like they're going to call him for a high stick. 5:30 left to play here, period number 1, 2-0 Dolphins. Mike Tuffin now out to take the draw for the Fish to the right of Lindner.
Here comes Friel. They're working along the far boards. The Bulldogs are going to regroup behind their own net, firing it out. Here come the Bulldogs. Kyler Jones dumped it in behind the net. It was out front, but Matthew Ma couldn't take the shot.
Somebody's getting a penalty for cross-checking. It looks like Tyler Blue.
Tyler Blue. Now the Kincardine Bulldogs have a big chance, down by 2, but there's a pair in the box. They got a minute 26 of 5-on-3, then about 34 seconds more of 5-on-4. Here come the Bulldogs, D to D. Back to the other D. Up the forward, takes a shot. No go. On the far boards, Patrick Rejack. He's going to send it back to the 10 of Riley Cook. Cook will send it back to Mock. Back to Rejack. Tried, and he got it over to the 11 of Garrett Satosik, and Satosik was able to put it top shelf. And Berlant's going to come out of the box. It's 5-on-4. They got a minute 28 of 5-on-4 before Dorchester comes back to full strength. They're hoping to put another one in and tie this game at 2-2. Right now it's 2-1 Dorchester. The face-off will be won by the Bulldogs. D to D. And fired up the ice. It'll come back to Spencer Beer. Beer shoving up the ice. Lawden, only man in. He's going to pick up the puck. Tried to make a pass. It got caught in somebody's skate. And it's going to get dumped back in by Blue.
Lucas Mastorani after it. He's a Dorchester minor hockey product. Hometown boy. Graduating from midget and playing for the Dolphins this year, or giving it a whirl anyways. A couple of other new recruits this year. Of course, we talked about Luke Jackson. 1 year at St. Mary's, 1 year with the Strathroy Rockets. As well, another player getting some ice time tonight, Spencer Beer. He's a former product of the Lambeth Lancers. Michael Linder comes from the Junior Knights program.
He's the backup goalie for the Dolphins. Here come the Bulldogs. They're going to bring it back in. It'll be dumped back into Bulldogs' end. They're going to stop it. Picked up by Matt. He'll take it out of their end. Passes it D to D. Up to the forward. And loses it into their end. He'll get knocked down by Kerr. From behind the net. Kerr's going to flip it up into the air. He's gained possession. Out front. No, it went behind the net. And the Bulldogs will pick up possession once again. Prokes trying to push it back in, but they'll put it back to Ma. He's going to dump it on net. And Prokes behind the net. He's going to go over to Fuller. Fuller, back to Prokes.
Brooks goes rink wide. It's Galuli, can't knock it down. Now gets dumped in again. Teams at even strength, 2:30 left to play. Period number 1, 2-1 Dolphins. Galuli plays it up the boards to Dewberry. Dewberry now tips it out.
Dewberry will take it into the Bulldogs' end. He kicked it on net, but didn't quite go. Blue trying to keep it in. That was Galuli's. Sorry. And it's back to the other Blue. Blue. Oh!
McCauley just popped. Good hit by number 6, Kyler Jonas.
And it's going to get dumped back in on the Dorchester end. Blue, out of his own end. Into Bulldogs territory, dumps it on the net, covered up by the Bulldogs goaltender. Face-off will be to the left of the net. Sorry, yes, left.
So again, Spencer Beer out there now with Jordan Fuller. Beer, a product of the Lambeth minor hockey system. Trying to go for the Dolphins this year. There's Mastoroni beating and banging on the boards. Here's the chance. Mastoroni got a chance.
Really hard shot from point blank. That ties up the shots. Pretty close match game. Just Dorchester had that one cheap one to start. Right off the skate and then flicked in by Jackson. He get knocked out. Fuller up the far boards. Mastoroni couldn't get to it. Fuller tried to knock it down, couldn't get it down, and it'll be covered up by Morgan Reed. Face off to the right of the goaltender.
So Mastoroni with a good chance there. Played double-A for the London Junior Knights last year. Before that was, again, a Dorchester minor hockey league product. Here's tipped up to Frero. We can't get it. Fuller now dumps it behind the net. Loose puck, lost. by Spencer Beer.
Here come the Dolphins out of their end.
That was Mike Tuffin who lost the puck. Now the Dolphins will play it in.
Shot easily handled by Morgan Reed. Shot came off the stick of Patrick Wyjack.
And Mike Tuffin, younger brother of Ryan Tuffin, who plays for the Junior B London Nationals. And of course, their dad, Rob Tuffin, a former Dorchester Dolphin back in the senior days. Ben Lawton will now tip it out the other way, all the way down to the Kincardine end. Lawton
He's
on
still
the
got
charge.
it behind the net. Trying to throw it out front. It hit a Bulldog stick. Here come the Bulldogs. Golden Hunitico. Up out front. What a save! Morgan Reed, an amazing sliding save to the right of the net, and then had to make another one. 0.3 seconds left in this first period. 2-1 Dolphins, and shots 13-10 for the Bulldogs. That's the buzzer to end this first period.
So that'll end the first period here, exhibition game. Dorchester Dolphins, Kincardine Bulldogs, 2-1 Dorchester. At the first intermission break, you're listening to Dolphin Hockey on the Dolphin Radio Network.